It was in church last Sunday morning. You were sitting at the end of my pew when I called my heart talking to you. Now I didn't hear too much of that sermon, but when it ended I was feeling brand new. And I gotta know, was your heart talking to? Was your heart talking? Did it mention my name? Did it beat a little harder when you look my way? Whisper any promises, I love you. Hey, was your heart talking to? Now you know hearts do a lot of talking, and sometimes talk is cheap. But I heard mine stutter, then it skipped a beat, and said some things it don't usually say. Then I heard something coming from you. Hey, was that a little murmur, or was your heart talking to? Was your heart talking? Did it mention my name? Did it beat a little harder when you look my way? Whisper any promises, I love you. Heart talking to. Now the first two things that crossed my mind: this ain't the place, this ain't the time. Then something hit me from my above, said there's no better place to be talking my love. So is your heart talking? Did it mention my name? Beat a little harder when you look my way. Whisper any promises, I love you. Your heart talking to? Was your heart talking to? Your heart talking to? Yeah, was your heart talking to? Pardon me trying to get everything cleared up here where I can sing and do what I do. Oh yeah. You know, I got to thinking, did we even do Phone in Heaven last night? I was looking for it today, and I thought, you know what? I believe I passed it right over. Well, we can't be having that. Let's just go ahead and do it right now, and I know I'll have it. Well, good morning, Jesus. Yes, it's me again. But I didn't call this time to get forgiveness for all those sins. I called to talk to Mama. Thank you, Brooklyn. And I know she's there with you. If there's a phone up in heaven, then Jesus put me through. To tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear her sweet voice one more time, for I want her to know how much I thank you love her. Oh, and if there's a phone in heaven, put my mama on the line. All those things I should have told her while I still had the chance. But one day, Lord, you took her without warning in advance, and I'm begging now, please give me one last opportunity. Oh, and if you've got a phone there in heaven, let my mama talk mama on the line. Yes, if there's a phone in heaven, put my mama on the line. Yeah. Mama on the line. If you got a phone there, hook us up. All right. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing this evening? I think I better take me a little coffee break here. Give me a little less phone in heaven coffee. See if I can get my throat cleared up a little bit. I thought I was all right, but I'm a little needing all of that. Maybe I was a little rushing wasn't getting up here soon enough to, get my vocals working a little bit.
No, you didn't.
I like to do that pre-show entertainment for you. It's all for you,
Yes, and I love it.
I know you do. I love you. Oh, I believe that's going to do it. I believe that's going to hit the spots and get me going here. And we'll find out soon enough if I'm right about that. Well, Bobby Calhoun, thank you so much. Enjoy Winslow Blaze Smith, Teresa Crisp, and I said Bobby it is Bobby, okay. Who else? Janelle Siprit, my Texas friend Sandy Greeno, and let's see who else we got. I'm a painter. Alice Kim, Paula Lane. Who else? Hi, Didier. I see people talking to you. You must be on. Vincent Orr, Terry Watkins. Well, Trini Sandbloom, I think that's how you say that. Louise Griswold, Gloria. Hey, I'm seeing Lincoln. I'm seeing some new names here. I'm enjoying seeing that. Thank you so much. Lori Horshman. Mary Teeter. Of course, over here on TikTok, we've got somebody asking, do we do concerts? We do some local private things around town sometimes. We don't have to travel too far. But as far as going to places all over the place like we used to, it's just not feasible for us to do that and try to do this show at the same time. Joshua Powell, Albert, Sean Edwards. There's old Brother Howdy. Howdy doody, Brother Howdy. Shane Gladden, Tom P. Jose, and then who's that right there? Jerry Duckworth. Brooklyn is with us tonight. Well, thank you, Brooklyn. It would be my honor to get to meet some of you guys personally, and I always hope that we're going to be able to do that. Still believe we will, and just waiting on things to line up. Actually, to keep things going, Marvin Valenzuela, Darnell Blanks. Good to have all of you people. Betty James, TikTok is kicking right now. Barry, Dennis. Woo, hey, you guys do us a favor over on TikTok and tap that screen. If you'll tap that screen, it gets us going on the likes, and that really helps us. Skrank, how you doing? Well, thank you so much, Sean. And we appreciate you guys coming on. What a blessing. Furman Hernandez, and then we've got, I seen one, but it jumped off. I was going to call it out. Brad Big Bad 70. Thank you so much, brother. Tony Pace. Marie joined on TikTok. Audrey Scott, good to have you. Shane Gladden. Ooh, that was hard. It went fast too. Greg Gibson, good to see you pop in. Zeke. Oh, just a lot of good video. El Abuelo. He says credence. Yeah. I don't know about do. Looking out my back door. That's about all I know. I used to listen to that when I was so young. That's a long. You must be a late comer to Credence, or you're old like me and you remember those guys. Thinking about that, those old songs, that was before we ever really started going to church or anything, way back in the day. And they had this little cafe on the corner there in the little town of Shepherd, Texas, where I was raised. And it was called, I believe it was called the Gateway Cafe. It was on at the biggest thing in Shepherd was the four-way stop. It took them forever to get a red light there. They put a stop sign forever, and then they went to a flashing red light. Anyway, we'd go in there, and in the back of that little cafe, they had a pool table set up, and I kid you not, you had to kind of hold your stick up because it was so tight in there, you couldn't just relax and play pool. Of course, at 11 years old, I mean, don't get me wrong, I was just trying to find something to do, and it was right down from the house. But we'd listen to old Creedence Clearwater Revival on the jukebox, and so I do know, and of course we were raised on a lot of those songs during the Vietnam time and all of that stuff. But anyway, I'm getting off. But hey, you're getting to hear a little bit about me, a little something behind the songs. I want to do this one right here. Now this is something that when I moved from Texas to Nashville, Tennessee, they accused me of chasing some old neon dream. But I've seen too many faces get a heavenly glow as my brand of country burn the sin from their soul. Yeah, I sing country, just not the neon kind. I still like the good stuff that God left behind. Like old Willie's family Bible hangs, I saw the light. And I'll be keeping my country, just not the neon kind. Hey, whatever happened to that part of the show when the hats would come off for an old gospel song? And for a few sacred moments, no one had the blues, while country took a trip right back to its roots. Yeah, I sing country, just not the neon kind. I still like the good stuff that God left behind. Like old Willie's family Bible and Hank's I saw the light. And I'll be keeping my country, just not the neon kind. Yeah, I'll be keeping my country, just not the neon kind. Yeah, country, just not the neon kind. Man, we've been singing these songs for years and years. And I did got my name in the big book. Didn't I do that last night? I was thinking I did. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
They have to write them down.
Well, you have to, you seem to remember those. You didn't remember it, so I might not have done it.
I don't
Well, trying to keep my coffee warm here if you're wondering what I'm fiddling around with. All right. How about YouTube? We got Wanda, Shannon, Bertrand, Colton. Birthday boy. Yeah. Colton Nance. He won't know if we can announce Colton. I'm announcing it, Colton. Julie Bonnert. Thank you.
And he's getting baptized tomorrow.
Oh, he's getting baptized tomorrow. He's going down in the water. All right. Michael Bentley, Janet Hayes. Let's see what else we got here. Ann, Lily. Who else? Yeah. Shirley Godfrey. All right. Whoa. Well, let's see what we can come up with. And while I'm trying to figure that out, hey, let me tell you about our Mission Country Seed Pack. I'm holding all 8 of my CDs. You can get, as the auctioneers say, you can get all 8 of them for one money here. For all 8, you get them for $90 plus shipping and handling. That's a great deal. If you're still playing CDs, a lot of folks are. Some people have moved on to the high-tech world of digital downloads, and we've got you covered on that as well. Granbury, Texas, Fred Morris. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Anyway, you can get there's 96 songs on here. We don't repeat them. We just keep them fresh, and so there's literally hours of entertaining, touching, uplifting music that will do something for you. We really believe in the music. I'm going to tell you the frequency that goes with this music just really does the work. It really does. It really does. All right. I'm trying once again, if you see me pause and look like I lost my place, it's because I'm reading too many comments. But I'm trying to interact with you guys. So anyway, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I might do that if Santa was a cowboy. I might do that for you guys. I did a little Christmas song last night for our people who love Take the X out of Christmas. $90 plus shipping and handling. I'm getting distracted again. MikeManuel.com. You can get them there, and we will send them to you. And thanks to everyone that has ordered. And if you're still looking for Phone in Heaven t-shirts, Infected by Grace t-shirts, Countryside of the Cross t-shirts, just the old Mike Manuel t-shirts, got a buckle, some smoke, and some, what's the other one? Brand. And we still have a lot of those hanging around, and people love them, and we've got them. We've got them. All right, so anyway, let's see what we can do here. What was I talking about I was going to do? I was talking about a song, and then I got to rambling, and I forgot what I was talking about. You're getting hung up on comments too, huh? Both of us. Hey, it takes a lot of people to keep up with these comments.
It's a lot trying to watch all 3, you know?
All right. Keep in mind country. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got a good number holding pretty good over on TikTok, about 31 even right now. And we appreciate you guys hanging around with us. You know, we release at least a song or 2 every day, put up a video on TikTok. And so we hope that maybe that's the attraction here and you didn't just stumble. But either way, anyway, we're glad to have you. Val Darnett, good to have you. And of course, we're pretty well known for the mother's song, If There's a Phone in Heaven. And you'll see videos all the time on TikTok, and they'll be lip syncing or they'll be acting it out or just showing pictures of their mother. And more times than not, that's me in the background singing. And so it's really spread around. And when I say spread around, I mean it has spread around. So anyway, I think I know what I was going to do. If Santa was a cowboy, that's what I was talking about. I'm going to play the track on that one because it's so good, and it's just, you know, the way we do it, All right, where's it at? Come rock with me another Sunday. That kind of star. If Santa was a cowboy. A 20 resistor shadows his bearded face, and underneath that duster, a wool shirt that's old and frayed, custom-made red Wranglers bunch up around some old black boots, with spurs that jingle jangle, a country Christmas tune. If Santa was a cowboy, that's the way it would go. Take a two-step across the sawdust floor, right until the cows come home. We'd throw a party down at the stockyard like they do in FWT. Santa was a cowboy, that's the way it would be. And from that big red wagon hitched a 4-draft horse team. Well, it whistles to old Dusty and then yanks on the rein, 'cause he's loaded down, going town to town, and you can hear old Santa singing happy trails to you in a brand new groove, to the music of a cowbell ringing. Santa was a cowboy, now that's the way it would go. Take a two-step across the sawdust floor, right until the cows come home. We'd throw a party down at the stockyard like they do in FWT. Santa was a cowboy, hey, that's the way it would be. Now Santa don't ever make no list, he knows just what we need, 'cause every cowboy wants a cowgirl to dance with on Christmas Eve. Forget about New York City, somebody play some Yuletide Conway Twitty. Santa was a cowboy, hey, that's the way it would be. Yeah, Santa was a cowboy, that's the way it would be. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Woo! Yeah, now that'll get you going right there and take you all the way to Christmas. Hey, while I was singing that, I thought about my grandson Gage. Many of you know he's been in some videos, and today he got his, just to tell you how time's going on, got his learner's permit to start driving. Man, time goes by so fast. So congrats to Gage for getting there. And of course, Blake, the older brother, is getting, he's actually out of school. He is graduating here this weekend. And so time goes by and waits on none of us. And what a wonderful thing to see these kids growing up. At the same time, I'm always telling Gage, I miss that little Gage. Could you bring him back? And of course, he just rolls his eyes and moves on. But, you know, these boys, once they start getting interested in girls, it's hard to get them to hang around you. And both of them got girlfriend, both of them. And of course, we got all them other boys, them pilot boys. They all. Eli just had a birthday. How old is he? 14 now. Wow. Eli's 14. Clay is how old?
He's 11.
He's 11. And we got Easton. I don't know. Them boys is just growing up. And Meemaw's making them birthday cakes and stuff. Anytime they ask her, she's always ready to do it. She gets excited about doing that. And so anyway, I got all up on that, but that's okay. Hey, we're going to get excited about something, even if it is our grandkids, because we love them little boogers. And I get in trouble because I start mentioning them, and then I remember I better mention all of them. And let's don't forget about them Norris kids, Kyle and Cora. That's Becky's. So then we got it's already going into great grands now. So Lord. I'm trying to not feel older. You know what I mean? Well, maybe you don't. No, the grandkids are not with us. They're at their place. So anyway. Well, let's do a mama song.
Hey.
Hey.
This is Mama.
Well,
Sorry I
hello,
missed you.
Mama.
I'll be back.
In my darkest hours, I'd call and you'd be there. Somehow the conversation always turned into a prayer. I'd hear you telling Jesus to make everything alright, but you no longer pick up when I call. I guess sorry I miss you, says it all. I can still see you standing with your hands raised, tears rolling down your face. Third bench on the right side, where you prayed that I'd be saved. Thank God He answered. And now all I have to do is spend another Sunday missing you. I can't count the times I've needed your advice, your laugh, your warm embrace, and those happy eyes. So I drive by that little house that your love made a home, where the memories can sometimes paint me blue. On another Sunday canvas, missing you. And that smile through your window pane when I pulled into your drive is now a pretty piece of art that never leaves my mind. gonna need some help to make it through while I spend another Sunday missing you. Yeah, another Sunday missing you. All right. Well, yeah. Man, I'll tell you right now, I am feeling pretty good. I've been feeling good all week. I think it's because I cut out the sugar. Think that's it?
Possibly.
I got off of my slump and got through with all of that. Boy, I was burning it up there for a while, and I knew I had to quit, and I did. Oh, yeah. Well, I think I'll do this one right here. I love this song. Some of you, you've heard this story before, but I'll tell it again for those that did not. Thank you, Allison. And we're getting ready to do another record, our last record. And my brother Greg, who's an awesome songwriter, he said, I got this song. I'm going to come over and let's look at it and see what we can do with it. I think you'll like it. And of course, I did. And even sometimes when I think it's not that much, when I get into it, it's always there. It's always a great testament to a songwriter and those good ideas. And anyway, I kind of put my flavor to it, and we got together there. And so I want to do it for you. It's one of them daddy songs. It doesn't have anything to do with phones, but it's a good one. It's called It Was His. That old tractor still parked in the lane where it broke down. It's been 20 years since it's pulled a plow, but I ain't moving in, 'cause it was his. That rocking chair still sitting by the fireplace. It creaks when it rocks, and it needs a coat of paint. I ain't moving in, 'cause it was his. What's mine was his. I ain't getting rid of what makes me who I am. It's what made my dad a man. Every star, every stripe, every wrong, every right, every line he ever drew in the sand. I ain't moving in, 'cause it was his. His Bible still open on the table by his bed. It's been way too long since it's been read, but I ain't moving it, 'cause it was his. And I love that old six string that leans against the wall. It's covered up in dust in his old southern drawl. No, I ain't moving it, 'cause it was his. What's mine was his. I ain't getting rid of what makes me who I am. It's what made my dad a man. Every star, every stripe, every wrong, every right, every line he ever drew in the sand. I ain't moving in, they found the front door locked and chained. Someone called for the keys, and I just let it ring. Then they heard this message say, what's mine was his, and I ain't getting rid of what makes me who I am. It's what made my dad a man. Every star, every stripe, every wrong, every right, every line he ever drew in the sand. I ain't moving in. It was his, and I shall not be, I shall not be moved. I shall not be, I shall not be moved. Like a tree planted by the water, I ain't moving in. 'Cause it was his. Yeah, I ain't moving it because it was his. Now hearts don't give out warnings, and they just start to fall. And our love took off running before it learned to crawl. So baby, I'll take baby steps if it's what I need to do to finish what we started on that night that I met you. When we played spin the bottle at your cousin's house that night, and I tasted the innocence of your lips pressed into mine. I spent half the summer writing love words on your heart. Now what makes you think I'd let this love in that kind of start? So tell me when it happened and where did it go? All those butterflies, smiling eyes, and baby hurry home. I'm not placing blame on you, I just need to know what it's gonna take to turn our love back on. Like we did the first time at your cousin's house that night. I wanna taste the innocence of your lips pressed into mine. I spent half the summer writing love words on your heart. Now what makes you think I'd let this love in that kind of start? First love doesn't come with direction, and we got way too busy folks through. Now it's gonna take commitment and affection start and make love new. So here I stand with this bottle in my hand, and I'll gladly lay it down if we could sing it again. Like we did the first time at your cousin's house that night. I wanna taste the innocence of your lips pressed into mine. I'll spend the rest of my life writing love words on your heart, 'cause I can't let a love like this end. Oh, I won't let a love like this end with that kind of start. Thank you, Penny. Yeah, that kind of start. start. Well, it's time to start ending, and we want to announce our winner tonight of the free CD, and I'm getting ready to do that right now. And would you help me congratulate Jane Austin? Jane Austin is tonight's winner. Jane, what you need to do is private message us on Facebook Messenger with your email address and your physical address. Private message us on Facebook Messenger with your email address and your physical address. And when we get that information, Jane, we will get that CD headed toward you, and you will be enjoying this music in your car, your truck, on your device, wherever. And so we just want to say that. And I've been wanting to stand up, but I've been not doing it. But now I am going to stand up. We still got, how we doing? 43, we're winding down. All right. Thank you guys for another great week. I want to remind you, all of you, wherever if you're on TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook, to watch out for the scammers. There are people always posing for me. I tell you, I blocked so many fake accounts yesterday. And when I say so many, I would say probably 50. And there was more to go, but I guess they stopped letting me block after so many, and I couldn't block no more. So they're out there trying to make you think they are me so they can get something out of you. And be conscious of that. Be aware that people on these social media platforms, even though they might have a picture of me, or maybe they have a picture of somebody else and they're saying they're somebody and they're not. You don't have no way of knowing if you don't know them personally. So I just wanted to say that tonight. I noticed somebody popped up here asking for money for food for their kids. And you know, my thoughts on that right there, and they got a Cash App address. Let's just think about that for a minute. You got a Cash App address, that means you probably more than likely have a smartphone. So smartphones are around $1,000. So if you can afford a smartphone to ask for money on a Cash App, you might not be true to who you say you are. And I don't know that. I'm just saying, I'm just using some common sense. So just remember that, all right? And don't fall for stuff just because somebody says they're who they are or what they need. And on top of all of that, there's so many places. You know what I fuss at my mama about? Going to food trucks and food banks because she's a senior citizen and she can get all kind of food, and so can everybody else. So there's no need for anybody to be hungry in this world, all right? Well, that's enough about that. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And I've been looking at the screen instead of looking at you, but I'm going to look at you right now. We love you guys. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next week.